All right, I am back to practicing piano until I'm good at it. All right. So without further ado, man, we got my boy Tim back in the building, man. Let's get it.
Tim here, and today I'm going to teach you the secret to setting up the perfect piano practice plan. We're going to start with the components of what makes a great practice routine, and then we're going to use that knowledge to construct the best plan possible. Any
Okay.
great practice plan begins with a great warm-up, and there are 5 or so that I want you to be aware of, and I'm going to teach you these in order of complexity. So you want to start with these first if you're
Okay.
brand new to learning piano. It's called the 5-finger exercise.
Yes, sir.
You're going to put your leftmost finger, you're going to put it on C, an octave apart.
Yes, sir.
You're going to
C.
lay the rest of your fingers on the next consecutive notes.
Yep.
And then all you got to do is play from the bottom note to the top note, and from the top note back to the bottom note.
Okay.
And that's all there is to it.
Oh,
I
okay.
want you to do it in 2 more places to start out with. I want you to do it over G,
G.
in 1 more place over D. But I want you to be careful. The middle note here, instead of an F,
The black key.
is going to be an F sharp. And the reason I'm teaching you this now is because it's going to help you out with the scales later on. So
All right.
anyway, you're going to play from D, hit that F sharp up to A, and then come back down to D.
All right. Let's do that. So we're gonna start on C. Let's start on C. Okay. I think he pressed the last one twice. Let's do that. Let's do that twice. Okay. C. Scoot this up a little bit. Get a little bit more comfortable in this thing. All right, come on. Back. Now G. Second key off the 3 set of blacks. 3 set of blacks. Come on. Let me just make sure C D. Wait. Yeah, C D E F G. Yep, I'm correct. All right, bet. Let's go. Okay. Excuse me. All right, bet. Okay. Fix this mic. Sorry, I might be hearing some static. Give this cord a little bit of slack. This cord is I don't know. This mug be look tweaking. Ba-bat. Sorry. I think y'all should be good now. Sorry about the static. Sorry about the static. Okay. All right, let's go back to C. Quick placements. All right, so now let's do D. Boom. This one felt a little bit weird. Ooh. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay. Come on, let's get comfortable with it. Let's get comfortable with it. Come on, let's get comfortable with it. Back to C. G. D sharp, or no, D. Yeah, that's D. It's just D. All right, we're gonna run through those again. Come on. C. All right, G. And then D, y'all, D, y'all. Okay. Let's do it one more time. G. And then D. Quick. Oops. Okay, I thought I misclicked. Kinda did. Let's do that again. Okay. All right. Cool.
So start out with practicing just those three.
All right,
Building on that, we have scales. So scale is similar to a 5-finger exercise, except there's 3 more notes actually.
So you're crossing
So we have
over.
to play from
Crossovers.
C to the next C,
My bad.
and all the white keys in between. And there's a certain way you need to do this, because if you do it just 5-finger exercise style, I've run out of fingers to finish the scale. That's a no in piano. So
That's
write
a
this down.
no-no.
Anytime you're repeating fingers, that means you probably have to work in some sort of finger cross beforehand. And here's what we're going to do. So starting out with the right hand, you're going to play C, D, E, and then after this third note, you're going to cross under to hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that sets you up perfectly for finishing out the scale. You just got to remember, as soon as you hit this E, to tuck your thumb underneath and pivot
Oh, so he does
so that
it
the rest of
as
your
he
fingers
hits
hit
it.
here. Coming down, it's the opposite. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 3, 2, 1. So you're using up all 5 of your fingers, and then the middle second finger, and then the thumb. Left hand, it's the same kind of thing. You're starting on C, but this time you're using up all 5 of your fingers. And you're actually crossing right here. You're going to hit 3, 2, 1 there, which is middle, this one, and this one. And then coming back down, you use 3 fingers, and then you cross under like this. And when you put them hands together, it's a bit tricky because the finger crossings hit at different times. So when you first start putting these together, it's going to be a real brain teaser, because once you get here, you're like, oh, there's a cross here. Is it left hand or right hand?
Left.
And at first you might not know. So you want to definitely learn them hands separate first. I would learn C major scale, then G major scale. Just got to be careful, it has an F sharp in here, right?
Oh,
Same
my goodness.
fingering though. Same thing where you can do the first 3 fingers, cross under, and then you're good. And then with the left hand, use up all 5 of your fingers, and then you cross. And you may be saying, Tim, how?
All right. Now let's do that. Let's do C. Let's do C one hand first. All right, let me chill out. Okay. Now let's do the other hand. I'm feeling pretty good with that one. Ooh, I messed up. All right. Now at the same time. Same timers. Same timers. We're gonna go right first. Wrong finger. Wait, how I end up with that finger there? Okay, hold on. Wrong one. Come on. All right, now let's see if I could do. Let's try and get them all the way through 3 times without messing up. 3 times without messing up. Come on, come on, come on, come on. We could do this. We could do this. Okay. Retry. I don't know what I just did. Come on. Dang. All right, all right, all right. We got it. We got it this time. We got it this time. Three of them. Three of them. 3 times. 3 times. 3 times. Sorry. All right. All right, Tim. What you got to say, Tim?
How do I learn all of my scales? That's a lot of stuff to remember because there's like 12 scales, and then there's more minor scales. There's natural minor scales and harmonic minor scales. So which ones should you learn and in what order? Well, I recommend you check out this complete book of scales, chords, arpeggios, and cadences. It's by Alfred. It's got this nice little blue stripe up top. And let me show you a little bit more about this book.
I'm gonna be trying to get a book. I'm gonna be trying to get a book. I know some people that teach, so we're gonna be trying to get a book. And then we'll start going through the book, and then we'll start also learning that way too. So yeah.
Get into the meat of this book, they actually write down all of the scales from beginning to end that you're going to have to know. They even write in the finger crossings for you, so that's good. And they teach you the order in which you should learn the scales. So C major, then you want to learn G major. Oh, I just said that, didn't I?
Oh,
then you want to learn.
We got to do G major. Let's do G major real quick. Let's do G. Let's do G. But there's a F sharp. Remember that. Remember that. Remember that. Remember that. F sharp. Oh, Lord. It's the exact same. Come on. Forget that F sharp. I almost forgot that F sharp, y'all. Two more. Goodness gracious. All right. Let's do that one. Okay, we're gonna do that one 2 times without messing up. 2 times without messing up. 2 times. Come on. Okay. We're gonna be practicing those. Bro. You gotta get the crossover right if you wanna, you feel me? Yeah.
D major. And luckily, it gives you even the sharps and flats you need to look out for. A major. And that's why you want to pick up this book. We're
Right.
actually going to hear more about this book in just a minute. For now, the third exercise you need to be aware of are arpeggios. So when you play a chord, like say C, E, G, all at once, that's what we call a triad, or sometimes they call it a block chord. An arpeggio is what we call a broken chord, meaning you're playing the notes separately. And that's all it is, really. I mean, there's a little bit more to it, but that's the basic concept of an arpeggio. And you need to be aware of them because you're actually going to see them in your music all the time.
Okay.
So a lot of times when we play arpeggios, we don't just play one octave. We actually do... I was taught to do 4 octaves, but I want you to do 2 first. So you're going to do
I only got room for
G,
2.
C, E, G, and then back down. So that's how I want you to practice them first. Maybe.
Oh, and he's only using 1, 2, and 3. Okay, come on. Let me let's do it. Ooh, I didn't make it far enough. That boy reaching like that? He reaching his hand that far? I hope this is the right one. Okay. All right, that is quite the reach. Let me see how far he's actually reaching his hand, dog. Or is he lifting it up?
4 octaves, but I want you to do 2 first. So you're going to do C, E, G, C, E, G.
Okay, so you can lift it up. All right. So he's lifting it up. He's lifting his hand up. So let's go. So boom, boom. That just sounds so beautiful. I might get me a regular keyboard. You feel me? I might get me a regular keyboard. You hear me? All right. Cause I'm on this little thing. I'm on that little thing on that MIDI keyboard. Okay, chill out. All right, and then let's see. Let's But then if we do the same notes but with the left hand, then it would be 5, 4, and 3. Ooh. Let me see what he do with his left hand first.
And then back down. So that's how I want you to practice them first. Maybe even hit the C up here too. Yeah, that sounds a bit better. Now the fingering for this, you can't use 1, 3, 5, right? Thumb being 1, middle being 3, pinky being 5. You need to use 1, and then your second finger, and then third. It's kind of weird. It's actually easier to remember though. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now when you're moving between the bottom octave, so C, E, G, to the top octave, C, E, G, you have to do like kind of a glide here after hitting that G.
Oh, glide. He calls it a glide. Okay. It's called a glide, y'all. A glide.
To get it to sound a little bit more smooth.
Yeah. What are you?
Left
he's
hand
still
is a
using
little
1, 2, 3.
bit trickier. It's so pinky, middle, and then second finger, we call that thumb, and then 3, 2, 1. So you use 5, 3, 2, 1, and then 3, 2, 1 up there, and then you come back down.
What?
And again, when you put them hands together, it can be a little tricky
What?
because the fingering is a little bit different. But guess what, guys? Guess what? You're like, Tim, how am I supposed to remember all that? I can't remember that.
Tim, you're a dog, Tim.
You're a bad teacher. I'm just kidding. Hopefully you don't think that. But anyways, once again, I said the scales, chords, arpeggios, and cadence book is back because guess what? After they introduce a scale, they actually later on introduce arpeggios as well, and they give you the fingering for those. Aren't they nice? So I recommend learning the root position arpeggios, the first inversion, all that is. I don't want to get too...
Man, what did he do? He did. Let me read that. 5, 4, 2, and then 1 to get to the next one. Right? Yeah, so it'd be 5, 5, 4, 2, 1. Like that. 5, 4, 2, 1. Wait, that wasn't 2. I've been hitting it with 3. 5, 4. Hold on. 5, 4, 2.
Where am I?
See, I could almost do a. Nah, let me not make up my own fingering. 5, 4, 2. I guess that's why you do that, because it's easier to come back on 2 than it is 3. plus you're putting, I think you're playing 2 over here too. Here, 2. Okay. All right, bet.
You into that right now. But all that is, it's super easy. So instead of starting on the first note of the arpeggio, you start on this note. Let me try that again. And that's all there is to that. And the book will lay out everything you got to know. So please, please, please get this book. Okay, the next one is the Virtuoso Pianist. These are called Hanon exercises, as you can see from the name up top. And these are similar to scales. I would learn as many scales as you can first, at least all the major scales. There are 11
I don't
of
even
them.
know if we could try these.
But this is a little bit different.
We could try it for
because
sure.
what a Hanon exercise really does is it's always designed to work each exercise a different part of your hand.
Oh, wow.
So, for example, this first pattern we have here, you are starting on C.
Don't tell me. Oh, he told me. When it, hold on. What's the what they call cows? Oh, it's all cows eat grass, right? Where my notebook at? It's all cows eat the grass. Not the grass, but all cows eat grass. All right. All cows eat grass. Okay. Good boys do fine always. All right, bet. All cows eat grass. Good boys do fine always. All cows eat grass. Yep. Okay. All right, bet.
E. You're skipping a note up to E, and then you're playing the rest of your 5 fingers back down, and then you hit the next note, and then you skip up. And it creates this pattern that repeats evenly up the piano. And by having that gap right in the beginning, it's training more about this part of the hand. And the crazy thing about these exercises is once you get to all the way to the top,
So he's talking about mine sounds like garbage.
here,
Oh, he went back
then
down.
right here, this bottom line, it starts and it goes the opposite way, which is always kind of a brain teaser. Because this time you're starting from the top note, and then you have that gap right between the first 2 notes, but you're going down the other way, which would train the top part of your hands, towards the right side. And you can get these exercises from Hanon-online.com. You don't even need to type in all that other stuff. I think if you just type in Hanon exercises into Google or Hanon-online.com. Now, here is the great thing about that. So let's go home for a second on this webpage.
What is
there
it,
are
Tim?
many, many other Hanon exercises to choose from.
Oh, wow.
So let's take a look at number 2 and see how it might be different from number 1. Because like I said,
That was number
these
1.
exercises are designed to work different parts of your hand. So here is this exercise. Let's play it and see how it might sound different.
4.
Well, it is quite a bit different, right? Last one was like we were skipping that note and then we were going in order, kind of up and down. Well, this time we do that same skip, but we actually start from the top. So they've kind of changed the order of the notes on us, which 1 kind of works out your brain, and 2, guess what it does? It works out different parts of your fingers and helps strengthen them and increase your dexterity. And I would learn as many of the Hanon exercises as you want, but I would learn at least 10 of them before moving on to this next thing. So this is the last in the 5 warm-ups I'm going to teach you about. There's still plenty more to cover. But for now, it's Czerny exercises. Okay, what I want you to do for this one, go to pianoexercises.org, and you want to scroll down until you hit Carl Czerny. So what I actually want you to do is click on the School of Velocity, download that file, and go to
What language is
page
that?
4. And what I love
German?
about these exercises is that they combine everything we just talked about. There's scales, there's chords. We talked about those in the arpeggios, right? There might even be arpeggios. There are in the later ones. Number one here doesn't have it. But let me show you what we're working with here. So we're going to start right here. So you notice with the left hands, we just have chords basically, which is why I wanted you to learn all the exercises before this first. And all it really is playing with the right hand, C major scale. Remember, it's just all the white keys, pretty easy. And then the next time you start the C major scale, but on D. And then the next measure, you do the same thing, but you're starting on E. So it's kind of has this building up. Ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. And let's see if I can play it in time here. So here we go. I'm not going to play it presto. That's awfully fast, but. And there are many of these exercises, but I recommend you at least learn number one here. And I would start these after you learn all of your scales, because they're going to use the scales and the arpeggios and all the other stuff that you've been learning into this. So that's why it's the last exercise warm-up that I'm going to tell you about. And remember, at the end, I'm going to teach you how to use these warm-ups to construct the best practice routine. Because the question you may have is, do I really need to play all these warm-ups every single time? The answer is actually no. But I'm going to teach you more about that later. So obviously warm-up's just the first part of a great practice routine. I can't talk today, of course. But the next part is learning pieces, piano pieces, that is. And I actually want to give you 3 really solid tips on learning pieces. So the first tip I have for you is get a piano lesson book or course to learn from if you're a beginner, which is going to help you learn the right things and in the right order. And this book is called the Adult All-in-One Course Lesson Theory Technique. It's by Alfred. You can find it on Amazon.
You talked about this one last time. I used to know hot cross buns and buns cross hot. Used to go crazy on them joints. We seen this last time. He's talking about the book. We seen that last time. All right.
Life in your head. I want to learn the theme from The Simpsons or whatever it is, right?
Type.
The theme for your favorite movie. Well, starting from there probably isn't a good idea. You're going to want to start from day one, learning this stuff from the ground up. I know it's going to seem like it's going to take a lot more time, but trust me that it's not. It's going to take a lot more time in the long run trying to do shortcuts and things like that, because there's nothing more frustrating and like detrimental to your long-term piano playing than trying to learn something that you're just not ready to learn yet, right? Because you'll practice it for weeks and months and put effort into it and be like, it still sounds like junk. You know, why does it sound like junk? And it's because you didn't start from the beginning.
Real
So
talk.
start from the beginning. This part is also really important. Ideally, when you practice, you want one piece. So you want to learn maybe 1 or 2 pieces in this book at a time. And then as you learn more and more pieces, this is what you want to do. You always want to have one piece that just challenges you right outside your comfort zone. So if you're going through this book the first time, every piece, every new page is probably going to fit that bill, right? So if you go through this book, it's automatic almost.
Mm-hmm.
And then what I want you to do is the other piece I want you to learn. So over time, you'll learn pieces in this, and you'll be like, I really like the piece on, I always love Auld Lang Syne, you know, on 123. I really, you know, was able to learn it easily. I liked playing it. I like the way it sounds.
Mm-hmm.
So what I want you to do is create what's called a repertoire list, is a list of the stuff you really love to play and that you're good at. And what I want you to do is I want you, when you practice, to practice one piece that's just out of your comfort zone and one piece from your repertoire that you really like to play. Here are a couple bonus things that you should practice, and we're going to include this at the end when we tie everything together to construct the perfect piano practice plan for you. But the first to start out with is you want to be practicing rhythm, right? Which is the timing of how to play the notes. One thing I like to do is go through a piece that I like and clap out the rhythm, and then go to a new piece and try to clap out the rhythm or just play the rhythm all on its own. Next thing you want to spend time on is learning music
rhythm, baby.
theory. There's a lot of great music theory books. There's one right here, actually. This is by Alfred's Two Essentials of Music Theory. I really do like this book. It does go through a lot of the things you need to know for music theory. I do think it lacks in one area, though, in that it does give you a lot of worksheets and things to work on, but there's not a lot of pages explaining what you're supposed to do. So what I want you to do is watch one of my music theory videos, of course, after this video. I have plenty on the channel to catch you up on. I think I even have one that's like all the music theory you need to know or something like that. I'll try to remember to link it in the description, and I'll probably make a new video of that pretty soon. And then the other thing is I have courses over on my website, pianolessonsontheweb.com, that you can get both the courses and this book as like a supplementary material. And that should help bridge the gaps. Because like I said, this stuff, it has a lot of worksheets, but not a lot of explanation. Whereas I felt like this book was better at the explanations before introducing you to each piece. So this one is more complete on its own. However, it's still a great supplementary material if you have a teacher, or actually if you have a teacher, they're probably making you learn this stuff, or if you're taking, of course, one of my courses over on my website. Okay, another thing you want to be aware of is sight reading. I almost couldn't say it for some reason. Improve your sight reading. This is a book by Paul Harris, or a series that you can get, but you don't absolutely need the series. If you go to that website I told you about earlier, pianoexercises.org, let me show you actually. Let me show you. All right, we're going to go to pianoexercises.org, and I've been there plenty of times.
Okay.
And actually, you know what? There's plenty of other composers here if you ever want to look at those. But I always like Czerny. He has a really good what they call etudes, which are like practice pieces. And this time, actually, I want you to go for the 100 progressive studies. And in here, they introduce you to some like really simple types of pieces.
Simple.
Now, I would learn sight reading after you read through maybe one of those piano lesson books, and I'll explain that here in a minute. But what you want to do is it introduces you, a sight reading, by the way, is being able to read a piece of music that you've never seen before by sight. So here we have our sight reading example, and the whole goal of sight reading is being able to play from the beginning of the example, so just this line here, to the end of the example, with as few mistakes as you possibly can. I like to do this. I like to read it through once as a genuine sight read, and then once again to correct as many mistakes as I can. There's no point in playing it more than that, because then you're not really sight reading. But I like to do it twice to fix those mistakes. And each one should get a little bit progressively harder than the last. But I gotta say that this pales in comparison to getting this book starting from level 1. This is level 3, because this really walks you through the very beginning, step by step by step. This thing up here really isn't designed for sight reading. You can just kind of use it for that, I guess. You go through one example a day, and that's what I would want you to do here. Just sight reading like this example, and then the next day sight reading this example, playing through it twice and everything until you get through the book. But once again, I wouldn't even start on sight reading until you have read through most of this book or this material right here. So if you're playing stuff like this,
so
at the end of this book,
tough.
you can begin your sight reading journey. I know you're excited. All right, so it's the time everybody's been waiting for, right? Since you clicked on this video, you want to know, how do I make the best practice routine for me?
I don't know.
Here's how you do it based on all the things that we've already talked about.
You start easy.
So you want to do a warm-up,
okay,
one of the 5 that I told you about, and you want to do that for 5 to 10 minutes. Next, you want to learn a piece that you love to play. I would spend 5 to 10 minutes on that. Next is a piece that's a challenge for you. 5 to 10 minutes on that. You want to clap out some rhythms, for another 5 to 10 minutes. And then sight reading for another 5 to 10 minutes. If you work on all of these things in completion, hitting on them each and every time, you will make the most progress possible. I know some of you are thinking like, well, why don't I just spend more time learning pieces and not really bother with sight reading or music theory or rhythm or any of that? You will hit a wall pretty fast doing that. I'm not even kidding, because you need to be learning these rudimentary things, and it's not good enough to just learn them. You need to learn, practice, and master them each as well. So again, what would really help you out is following the advice I have today, getting one of these, or even taking a course over on my website, which is going to introduce you to everything in the order that you need to be learning it.
Okay, Tim.
So here's your practice assignment, and then I have a final tip at the end. The practice assignment is I want you to write down the final conclusions I told you. What is the first thing on your practice list? Warm-ups.
Oh,
What is
them
the
five-
next thing?
them
A
five-
piece you
them
like.
five
A
joints.
piece that challenges. Write all of those things out and post it right near where you practice, or have it right nearby, right? Printed out or written
Okay.
out.
I'm gonna write
So that when
down.
you practice, you can go down the list and make sure that you're hitting on each thing that you need to hit on. And as promised, here's the final tip. This video is part of a larger series, a new series that I'm creating for beginners that's going to catch you up on everything you need to know to really start running with your piano playing experience. So watch the videos right there. It's been your piano teacher, Tim, here, and I'll see you all in the next video.
All right, Tim. Went back a little bit too far, so I'm about to write these all down real quick. Warm up. Yeah. A piece you like. Yeah. A piece that challenges. Yeah. Counting exercises. Yeah. Sight reading. Okay. So do we do this even at our level? At our level of like novice? All right, bet. Got them all. Got them all written down. A little backwards for y'all, but there we go. All right. So next time I see y'all, I'm gonna try and go through that. We'll do about 5-10 minutes of each one of those, like you said, and yeah, we'll just see where it is from there. So, yeah, this was me practicing piano. So yeah, appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.